All right. The stream says I'm live. Am I in fact live? Ugh. Edit that out later.
Hang on.
Testing.
I was on the YouTube channel. I was looking at YouTube Live.
Ah, very good. Not the Twitchies.
Yeah, we're good.
Hooray. Good for that. All is well. All right. Now we're 30 seconds in. Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome to another episode of Mike's campaign of Sugoi Sauce. I believe we're on episode 45. We lost 44, I think. So apologies for those trying to go through history and see what the heck is happening. But that's fine. I'll summarize things. As per always, we have going across the screen our ever epic gnome chunker Babbage, aka Jim, who's just swelling happy to be here. We have the amazing... Oh, darn it. The videos are in the wrong place. Shucks. Hold on. We're going to do this live.
Oh, goodness. Time for some on-the-fly editing.
Yep. Come on. Come. There we go. We have you, the Jeff, the Furblog Druid. The F-able, the amazing, the wonderful.
That didn't really work.
I don't know what that means. Okay. We have Canaan and Storm Blessed.
For you.
Ah, cute.
Ill for love.
We have the ridiculously powerful monk, aka Canaan Storm Blessed Zach. See, now that was simple, elegant, appreciated. And then last, and certainly not least, the ever wonderful human knowledge cleric, our resident deacon, the Blessed Bellarmine. Happy to be here as always. It's been a minute. So your DM is going to do the best he can to try to summarize everything in a play that isn't too long-winded, but also gets everybody back up to speed. So when we last were enjoying the adventures of our intrepid crew, they had journeyed across the Isle down to a fortress called Strongmont in search of a artifact to help them basically try to undo some magical barriers that were canceling out magic in the region. They had initially gone to the town of... The DM is forgetting his own lore. Give me a moment. Hold on, there's an easier way to do this. Stone Grove, that's right. We'd gone initially to the realm of Stone Grove, which is like a town around a lake. There were some battles incurred with some bandits that had been coming in on a flying ship. You guys found a journal from Uldor, an ancient mage, that may help explain some of what's been going on in the island in general. You found that in a secret compartment inside the library inside of Stone Grove. Continued on through an underground tunnel to the fort of Strongmont. Found it occupied with all kinds of baddies in the form of dastardly sort of sky pirate kind of creatures, as well as some fire-wielding undead. Fought some, like, evil red cloaked people that I think you guys have figured out by now are vampires. And then while in the middle of fighting you guys, and you guys were running around and absolutely going up and down and, like, scurrying about this place all across the floors, after dealing with a good number of them, some of them seemed to just leave, satisfied apparently with whatever the situation was. You solved a puzzle involving some paintings, found a very spiffy pair of boots, realized that much like when you've activated other items, so if you recall, there's a journal called Ella's Journal that basically sort of talks about the history of what had happened in the island way back when. There's these 4 artifacts that were used to activate mythals that are sort of these areas across the island that seem to be suppressing undead magics, but you also theorize may have something to do with the fact that the island's up in the sky. Each time you've unlocked one of these things, a whole bunch of undead seem to come to life. So you scramble to get away through a magical portal that you've discovered in each place that you found these things to come back to Uldor's Tower, which is exactly what you did toward the end of the last episode that we had, running through a bunch of undead and then scurrying through the portal. And that is where we find ourselves, having jumped through basically back into Cuddles' den. Cuddles is the owl bear pet of River, one of the young girl who lives in the tower that Cognan occupies. who's been sort of your guys' quest giver throughout the whole thing. And you have caught your breath. You're like, you've jumped through the portal. It was sort of like a frantic panic because you guys use the what do I call your mana engine? That's right, your sort of fancy dodecahedron. Yes, your very large mana crystal to sort of activate the portals in each place to get you back to the tower. You jump through the portal. You're sort of catching your breath. You guys have sort of been, it was sort of non-stop like chaos for a while there, where you guys were fighting for your life in Strongmont. Then you solved the puzzle, got the boots, came sprinting back through the tunnel as all the undead came back to life, and you've jumped through the portal. It was about 3 a.m, as I recall, from when you guys were there, because it was nighttime. And as you get through and catch your breath, you are immediately assailed with the smell of smoke.
Oh, I wonder what Cognan's cooking. Let me go tell him what's happened.
Not that kind of smoke. Not like cooking smoke, like wood, like thick amounts of burning wood, kind of like.
Yeah, but like, isn't that what Cognan smoke smells like? Okay, all right. So you're saying it smells bad.
Yeah.
That doesn't smell good. Let's
okay.
what that is.
Where did?
It'd probably be going off, is what you're saying. Probably, maybe.
Maybe, kind of, sort of.
Well, I'm not rested, so I will let Canaan take lead.
All right.
But let's make haste. Sounds like we got here just in time.
Stay close behind. Anything burning on this floor?
No.
The smell of burning forest. It's the worst.
Yeah, you definitely smells this and goes, oh, that's not good. So as you guys go up, you walk through River's room, abandoned. As you're walking up and further, you think you actually start hearing the sound of burning coming from above you.
For good measure, I run and jump in the bed, roll around a little bit, jump back out, and then try to put out the blaze.
Now is not the time for antics.
You was very quick.
Yeah,
Right,
let's see.
Let's roll.
Oh, why did that? That was weird. Why'd that happen? You come here. The smell is much stronger, and you definitely continue to hear like burning coming from further upstairs. But as you make it up, as you're going up through the stairs of the tower, you can't help but notice as you peer out a window that happens to be on the stairs that there are buildings outside that are on fire. Off to the east.
Dash
You.
action.
Yeah, absolutely. We are dashing to. All right, should we stay in this building, see what's burning in here, or do we get outside and help the town?
The town.
Town. All right, you know what? I'm gonna run up these stairs, see if anything's burning up here.
Yeah, well, if Cognan's trapped in here in fire, we should save him.
Books. Okay. Fire, 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 fire.
Where did...
Everybody.
Fine.
Here, fire. Fire here.
Didn't... Why? What the heck? How did your tokens... hold on. Somehow Jeff's earned the... Okay.
Oh no, this is a library on fire. Is there anything in here we need to save? Is there anything in here we can save?
As you walk up to this floor and the fire, like you can see that the fire is spread to multiple stacks. The smoke has gotten down to the point where it's like the ceiling has a coating of black smoke at this point, and it's hard to breathe in here.
Well, I mean, we can magically manage ourselves as firefighters, I assume.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do so. I do not have any abilities that could help us with.
I can gust of wind and blow the smoke away from us.
No wind. And with that, I use this to start putting out the fire.
Ah, nice.
Well, so much for saving the books.
10 gallons. You create 10 gallons of clean water within range. And what open container are you putting this in?
10 gallons is Not over much.
Am I wearing a cloak?
Yes. You guys have your
Okay,
Yeti cloaks.
then I
that
take it.
Wait a minute. Alternatively, the water falls as rain in a 30-foot cube within range, extinguishing exposed flames in the area.
Oh, there you go.
But
People,
I
do
do
yourselves.
look over at Babbage and I say, "Is this the time to save books or to save lives?"
Put the fire out.
Okay, out of character. You said, "Wait, so much for the books." So I was like, "Did I miss something about these books being that important?"
I don't know what is, Babbage values knowledge. That's all. That's my character.
I see. It was flavor, not like, "Hey, important plot point." All right, I cast it. Go rain.
How is there water close by besides the 10 gallons?
Well, so I
Jeff
forgot.
Jeff just created a storm cloud, essentially, that's raining
Yeah,
out on the fire.
Okay, so you
I
successfully
have a
create.
control water spell that can control a lot of water.
Keep that in mind.
That'll be great for the
all
town.
right, so a flood. So yeah, the druid successfully casts a cloud, essentially like of. Let's see. Well, how long does this last? The water falls in rain for a 30-foot cube for 60 seconds or for 6 seconds. Alternatively, you destroy fog. That's interesting. All right, moving on. Okay, so the room is now soaked. You've essentially acted a fire suppression system across the entire library, but it's enough to basically put the fire in the library out. The whole place is now wet, damp, smoky. You, however, can still hear fire raging above you.
Dash, action, rinse, repeat.
All right.
Literally.
Okay. Now I can. Nope. Give me a second. No. There.
Put these fires out.
All right, so you cast the spell again. You burn another first level slot.
Yes.
Okay. You successfully soak, but put out the fire in what you perceive to be Cognin's bedroom, including all the various intricacies you see in front of you.
It's so silly. Jeff has to lay in everybody's seats.
I mean, on top of the fact that he soaked the whole thing, he now has wet fur just like covering because I'm sure he sheds a bit.
We are all
Wet
wet.
dog, too.
All of us.
Yeah, you're all soaked through because of the two
What is-
rainstorms you've now put yourself through.
What is
And all
what
the
is
water
this?
is now like running down the stairs. What are you looking at?
this?
It's just a
It's television.
it's a mural of one of the gods of the pantheon.
Okay.
Which one would it be? Where's my probably Anatar.
Okay.
Entity of patience and shadow.
I
no,
pick up the
he didn't.
spyglass
Very good.
and I exit.
Just rob him real quick.
I'm saving it.
Right,
Yeah,
it is.
that's what
we're
it is.
rescuing it.
Yes.
All right, let's get out of here. Let's get out of this place and see what else we can do around town.
So I
Running
think
down
you're all
the
scurrying.
building.
You're all scurrying out outside.
Should we scurry out on the east side or the west side of the building?
Well, did anybody hear or see Cognin hiding like under a bed or anything in there?
We can find him later.
No. Bellarmine, with his very astute observational skills, has not noticed any living creatures in the tower besides you all.
Okay.
Yeah, we observed everywhere.
But it's, I mean, like, the library in Cognin's room was much more like in disarray than you would have. I mean, it's all covered in like ash and burning like debris and stuff, so it's kind of hard to know.
We saved the tower.
In Cognin's room, is there any kind of serving tray or something like that on the nightstand or one of the tables?
Something
Flat and no, there's nothing flat and about like yay big.
Not in his room. You can find something like that in his lab/kitchen.
That's too far. I wanted to get on a kitchen tray and slide down the stairs the whole way.
No,
You've ruined
there is
my
nothing.
immersion.
There is nothing that fits that description in his bedroom as much as you have
Overturn
created
the
a water
coffee
slide.
table.
I mean, yeah.
I'm not trying to ruin the
Borrow-
man's furniture. You know, he can replace a kitchen
Borrow
tray.
my
He
shield.
says after he rolls in his bed.
I want him to
Borrow
know
my-
who put out the fire. It's important. Gratitude.
Borrow my
It's going
shield.
hard.
Bellarmine offers his shield as a slide.
Yeah, the shield. I would never. Not for such frivolities.
Like, as you're aware
I'm
that
glad-
there's fire elsewhere.
Yeah, I'm glad you can enjoy frivolities while we're firefighting.
It was to go down the stairs faster, to get outside faster, to go fight the fire. This
And
was
the
like
amount
a
of
quick
time-
little- Is there anything? Is there anything? No. Here we go.
In the amount of time we've chit chat about it, more people have burned to death.
So we're outside yet?
Are we all
We're s-
leaving?
We're certainly headed that way.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, let's go, let's
didn't
head out.
start the fire. It was all.
All right. Now where's the nearest body of water?
All right, so
like 2,000
let me-
feet below us, but also there's bandits.
So give me a second to get you guys up to speed as to what's happening here. All right, first off, you've put out this fire, so it's no longer there. All right, so as you step outside, and you realize that there's plenty of chaos going on. So, there is townsfolk scattered around the place that are clearly putting out multiple fires. You've got fires off to the southwest. Several of the dwellings off to the east. Not Mercury's like potion building, but two of the dwellings near there are on fire. All of the townspeople you see seem to be helping, like running around trying to either use their own magic or like bucket brigades to put out fires themselves. The two airships that you see are flying away. They are they appear to be on the exit, so they are heading off. You do quickly notice that there appears to have been some evidence of scuffles, like there do seem to be some dead bandits lying around, a couple of other townsfolk, you see bodies scattered in places. Him over here seems to
how
be
high-
yelling. Second?
How high and how far away are the airships?
I mean, they're about, from you, they're about 350 feet away, and at this point, probably 75 feet up.
Yeah, it's too bad. I could have hit them with flame strike, but they're too far.
Can we? I have a new spell that I need to figure out what it'll let me conjure.
Oh, he's moving them in real time.
Well, can you give me a sec so I can figure out what kind of CR6 Fae are at my disposal, since, you know, we leveled up and then we jumped in and there's this happening? Give me like
Hold on.
20
Did you have
seconds.
level 6 spells before?
Yeah, at level 11.
Right. You have not long rested to get those spell slots yet.
Yeah, we haven't rested.
So I know you're excited to use your new spells. I'm afraid you don't have access to them quite yet.
Well, hold on. Where are you?
Right. While he's figuring that out,
so-
is anybody else doing anything? Anybody else doing anything?
Oh,
Babbage and Paladin run to the quartermaster to verify whether or not it's on fire.
Okay. As you are running, you can certainly see that the northern end of the building is like up in flames.
Yeah, I'm solving that problem as best I can.
So you're running straight into the. All right. I mean, move your token as you intend to.
What building
As
is it?
6.
Okay. So if I'm going to 6, let me see here.
Oh, I don't have my legend on this map. Hold on, I can probably fix that.
Oh, if I'm going to 6, then I would go here, and then I would thunderstep to here.
Give me a minute. Is there a way I can? No. That's just okay. Thunderstep, huh?
Because it can
Is that a
just
new
get me
one?
90 feet across the gap. No, I've had that. I just couldn't ever cast it because all my spells are conjuration.
Ah, yes. Okay. Okay. Well, so he. All right.
And
So you
then-
like. Okay. So you're teleporting across the gap. Okay.
I'm going to help out over here.
All right. Katadin runs over to there. Bellarmine seems to jump down a cliff, I guess.
I know it's hard to see. The map is kind of gray, so I don't know where I'm going.
Fair enough. I will put you up here. Babbage like teleported himself down a cliff, so I'll put you with the rest of the group that are helping up there. All right.
Is
Babbage,
there
are you
any
going
water-
inside or are you outside the building?
well, I need to assess how fiery it is.
Okay.
any
Well,
bodies
that's
of water anywhere?
So you've got Dimitri and Tiberius, along with Gentle Hymn Gentle Hymn seems to have created or has like a bucket of water that's nearby with a giant that has water in it, and you see Dimitri and Tiberius sort of doing a bucket brigade to sort of throw water at the fire just to the north of you all.
And
Are there any
I'll run to
bodies
them
in
and say,
the-
"All right, what happened? Is everybody out of these houses?
Hold
Out of
on.
these houses?"
Hold on, Zach. Say again, Deacon.
Any bodies of water?
There's a bucket of water. There's like a 10-gallon roughly bucket of water sitting.
I'm talking about
next to you.
lake streams, or
Oh
oceans.
no, there are no lakes or streams nearby.
Is there
I'm
a
afraid.
well nearby? Where did they get
No,
the bucket
the only
of water from?
say again.
Where did he get the bucket of water from?
He turns.
I'm sorry.
He's Gentle Hymn here. This guy, who you've met
Yeah.
before, as you sort of know, as like the pseudo mayor of the town. Sort of turns. He's like, I pulled the bucket from the bath that I used in my own home and created the water
Okay.
magically.
Right, but
You
somewhere in
decides-
this town there has to be a source of the water, a well, something.
South of the town, there's a well south of the town, not like in the town proper.
Yu decides that he cannot close the gap and punish the airship, so instead begins to cast this and systematically moves it from fire to fire. Freezing rain and sleet fall in a 20-foot cylinder with a 40-foot radius. So
Okay.
I can fire hose the entire town pretty quickly.
For a minute. Until the
Yeah, and I can cast it 2 more times.
Expose flames during your douse the grounders. Ooh, slick ice. Okay. All right. So you're covering the hair.
Well-
You're covering the whole place with ice, basically.
Town burns down. Cogden gets a concussion.
40-foot radius is not a huge area. Just FYI.
It's big enough.
All right. Let's see.
Oh, wait a sec. This isn't
can't-
like Moonbeam. I can't move it.
There's your 40-foot radius circle.
No,
But I can control. I can control water.
Can he control the water from my sleet storm after I cast it?
Okay, let's see. Come on. No. Ugh. This is it. All right, so I'm gonna say you put it here for now. Let's see. Can you what's the control water? It's control water. Is that the spell?
I think that's the name of the spell. I had it, now I lost it.
That's.
I think it's a level 4 spell.
It is. Oh, this is involved. Okay. Until the spell ends, you may control any freestanding water inside an area you choose in a cube up to 100 feet. Good lord. You can choose from any of the following effects. As an action, let's see, flood. You cause the water to rise. What's the next one? Part. Let's see, flood. The wanderer remains part water. You cause water in the area to move apart and create a trench. Redirect flow. You cause the flowing water in the area to move in a direction you choose, even if the water has a flow after obstacles, walls, or other likely directions. Whirlpool. That's not what you're going for, I don't think. Okay. Yes, I will argue. Let's see. In freezing rain and sleet falls. Okay. 20 foot tall. Okay. Yes, I will argue that for the sake of this, between use Sleet Storm and Bellarmine's control water, because he can move, redirect flow. The water continues to move in the direction you choose until the spell ends, or you choose a different effect. What's the range on this? 300 feet. Okay.
300 feet.
Okay, so yeah, you can, where you guys are standing, I'm going to say that Bellarmine can basically direct freezing rain from where the sleet storm is currently, I've placed it at least, across all of the fires down to where Babbage is, up to but not including the fire near Babbage.
Well, luckily I can cast it again.
And I can cast create food and water. And
Well, his control water is a 10-minute duration, so in the time that I can get 3 casts of Sleet Storm, he can keep control water going the whole time. And still have 7 minutes to spare.
The control food could be soup.
You could. All right. So what I will say is, over time, with one cast of a level 4 control water and 2 casts of sleets. Well, okay. So I'm going to say for now, you 3 are working. It's taken you, I don't know, a few minutes to create this sleet storm and then douse all of the fires, basically at the northeast corner of town. So that's what you and Bellarmine are doing. Canadin, what are you doing through this?
I'm running up to these 2 guys and saying, "Is everybody out of these houses? Where is help needed?"
Oh, far out, man. We need appreciate the assistance. Goes Dimitri. You can double check, man. We haven't actually checked all the houses. It's been a little chaotic, bro. There was all this like attacking and like we're not sure where everybody is, and it was a little bit like they came in like a freaking firestorm. They came in like a lightning bolt in the middle of the night, man. So yeah, check the rooms and stuff.
I'll do just that. I'll kind of kick in the doors of each of the burning houses.
Tiberius. I mean, so I'm working through that. So as you guys are slowly working this,
basically, I'm more concerned about saving the people in the houses and the structures themselves.
Okay. So Tiberius. I'll say for argument's sake, Tiberius and Dimitri both say like, okay, no, 2 people live in that house. And you go in, roll investigations. Roll like 3 investigations for me. There, candidate. At advantage.
Once the fires are out, can we stop moving to the other fire?
We'll get there. I gotta.
You said 3
pace what everybody's doing. Yeah. Okay, so the DC was. Oh my god. Your investigations plus 10? Okay. Rolling was stupid. The DC was 10. I didn't realize you were that good at this. I was like, oh no, you just win these things. Actually,
you just know things.
Yeah, well, you can find stuff. All right, so you are.
I fight and I know things.
Because you all right, so like over the course of you and Robert spend the next, let's say, 3 minutes dousing all the fires I just put out. And Canadin, with surprising speed, you and Dimitri and Cuddles are able to dart in and around the various different homes, and like between the two of them who know how many people are in each house, you dart in, can quickly determine when it's just empty, and like when there are people that are unconscious and when there are people that just need help. And over the course of, I mean, I'm going to say like 3 minutes it takes you to sprint through this. You manage to pull like 7 people out of the buildings. Nobody like terribly hurt, just either like unconscious. I mean, 1 or 2 unconscious, but they seem to be like just from inhalation. But nobody like seriously hurt, so you managed to do all that. We're gonna pause you. Babbage, you are on the outside of a building that appears to be, like I said, the northern half of it seems to be on fire, including the inside. Like you can see,
I cast Gust of Wind, and I firefighter my way, putting out any flames as I enter and clear the building.
All right, so you're going inside.
With Gust of Wind on, I am walking and approaching any flames and putting them out as I move, and sweeping through the building.
Can you link Gust of Wind for me?
It literally says that it extinguishes unprotected flames.
Okay, cool. All right, well that makes this simple then. Okay. Let me grab you as you're going inside. Skeksis. That work? Used to work. How do I? Ah. There we go. All right. Okay, as you move in, I initially had your vision cocked or knocked down to 10 feet because of the thick smoke, but that will not be an issue because you are blowing all of the fire as hard as you can. Oh, hold on. I gotta switch this to dilate. I had this set to. I did not have this set to daylight because I was trying to make an effect, but you have canceled that, so here we are. Click. Okay. So as you move through, you put all the fires out, and you notice that Tag, you see, I mean, you sort of notice her globe is glowing on the far side here. I will get to turning off all of these fires since you are blowing them out as you move through.
Is that true?
She's unconscious on the floor.
Oh, my sweet, sweet Tag.
Should I check for vitals?
What's your medicine check plus?
My medicine check plus is a 1.
Yeah, I need you to roll medicine for me. She has a pulse. She is not breathing.
Oh, okay. I stabilize her so she's not rolling death saves.
Roll another medicine for me. Yes. You managed to.
And then I grab hold of her orb and her body, and in that order, and I drag her to safety out of the building.
Babbage drags Tag. Got it. Okay.
And her orb.
And her orb. Can I? Let's see. Cool. Okay. All right. And you have successfully put these fires out. Although much of the warehouse's items do seem to be destroyed. All right.
We'll worry about that later.
Okay, Bellarmine and you guys are moving your firefighting apparatus. Is that?
I want to get to here as
Excuse
fast
me.
as I can.
Say again, over.
I want to get to here as fast as I can.
Oh, that would involve you basically going
Like that? Whatever it takes.
Okay, so yeah, you follow the path. Oops, sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Put yourself where you're headed. Where did you
I want
go?
to get to here.
Oh,
That,
well, there's still
that gives me that gives
there is still a fire off. Well, I guess by now
yeah.
I'll say that.
But this is all within. But this is all within a 300 circle.
Yeah. So. So I mean, for argument's sake, I'm gonna say that you guys. I mean, I already said that you is gonna spend another sleet storm, and your continuous control of water basically allows you to put out the rest of these fires.
There's one down here too.
Yes.
That's why I want to be here.
I would be heading there next anyway.
All right. Where's?
So the fires are all out. Now it's clean up and healing. Can I do some kind of mass healing to heal some of these people? There's a new spell. I don't know if I can use it yet.
Probably not, because you all have not had a chance to have a long.
Yeah, if it's a new spell, no. If it's a spell you already had, yes.
There
potentially.
we go.
How about mass cure wounds? I've got one more of those.
All right, where is everybody right now? Jeff, is your character standing where he is right now?
I mean, yeah, I would have kept pace with Bellarmine. I don't know how many more times you need me to cast.
All right. Well, if you kept pace with Bellarmine, I'm going to put you there. Give me a moment.
Let's hold off on that until we round up the unconscious Bellarmine.
You're not. Oops. Okay.
Well, I'm trying to read it, but I hit the wrong button.
Okay, where's you? Okay. Canadin, as you have sort of gathered all of the folks here, you notice Dolan stumbling from the north. Dolan, as you may recall, is your guys' local innkeeper person.
Mm-hmm. Is he here, or is
no? Oh, whoops. He's not supposed to be over there. My bad.
Yeah, I figured that.
No, he's here, northeast. Because stumbling from the north edge, it almost like falls down to his knee, and he's like, North Gate. That's what you hear.
I run up and catch him, from falling.
While that's happening,
Very
you and Bellarmine, as you
exactly,
two finish putting out the last fire, you see Julie sort of running up to you. As you recall, she is your local tattoo artist, sort of panda bear kind of, or red panda person. She's like, the south, at you and Bellarmine.
At me? No, I'm not with Bellarmine. That's
No. You have Dolan next to you.
I got Dolan. Yeah.
Almost like, and you quickly surmise, because your investigation is very quick, Dolan doesn't have like burn injuries on him. He has like sword injuries.
Oh, he was in a fight. All right, so then what I would do? Where's
Sword?
Sword. So the airships dropped a fire strike while they sieged both gates at the same time. Okay. Somebody's been in a class about war history.
Yes, that's what's happening here. So Julie's like sees the two of you. It's like, so Julie, I guess, like after sputtering for a moment, like she runs up to you, Jeff, and like grabs you by the fur, and like, go get help, please.
Help is here.
And then tell others. And then she takes off back south to the gate. She also looks like she's been in a fight.
Well, I guess Bellarmine goes
I
with
shouldn't say
her,
also.
and I will. Oh, can we? Sorry, who would have been with me? Can I?
Okay.
I'm gonna start running in the direction where I think the others are, sending who ahead of me, so that way I
Okay.
can find them quickly. So I run up to Babbage. Babbage, Julie says run south. Bellarmine went to the gate. Go. And then I find Canaan.
Well, so before you do that, because you guys, this takes time for you to get there. Canaan, what are you doing with this information?
So, if you is here with me, I'd say you. Let's go.
No,
He's
he
not.
wasn't.
There's
He's
trouble in the north.
He's not there yet. Jeff's moving faster than I can switch back and forth between the characters.
Would who have flown ahead of him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who? I mean, so the owl would be flying overhead.
All right. So then, I would probably shout to who? Who?
What would you shout?
I would say who? Get you. We're going north. Simple
Okay.
message. And then
All
I
right.
would say to Dolan for Dolan to lead me to the north.
Are you Skeksis? Are you casting this, or Jim?
No, Dad.
Babbage casting? Oh, you were asking.
Was
for
looking for the description.
Got it. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, by the way, Cuddles is up here like hulking out on bodies of bandits. Just like picking them up and slamming into the ground, picking them up, slamming into the ground. Very clearly upset. The pet.
Yeah, I don't see River anywhere.
Okay, so. All right, so Jeff, you come across. All right, Babbage. Actually, no, Babbage. What are you doing at this point?
Who from the people I can see would be the most informed in the town?
So I mean, Gentle Him seems to be sort
probably
of trying
him,
to gathering up townsfolk and like comfort him. Oh, okay.
All right, I put Teg somewhere where she can be unconscious and not harm herself.
I mean, the ground seems like a perfectly
Great.
safe place.
Awesome. Me and Paladin run over here, and I say, "Him, we've put the fires out. Gather the wounded and unconscious, and Bellarmine can take care of them. Do you have any stores of healing potions or anything of that nature? I'd like to assist where I can at the south gate, but I fear for my own safety unless I can restore my essence."
To which Him goes, I'm sorry. What's going on with the south gate?
South gate's under attack, according to my compatriot.
What? I thought I was done with this. Very good. Yes. Gather as many of this thing we could do is gather the civilians up in the town square, and he points over to where I'm pinging between buildings 4 and 5, and probably the easiest place to gather people to tend to their wounds. Quail, see what you have in your stores. If you have any healing potions. To which you see the old witch doctor-looking figure just sort of shake his head and.
Now's not the time for capitalism, boys.
Dimitri, Tiberius, figure out what's going on in the southern gate. Got it, boss.
Okay.
They start moving in that direction.
So everybody's moving. Until I get what Quail provides me, I am helping to gather the unconscious and infirm to the town square. So whatever time it takes for me to make that occur.
Whisper, who you may recall from way back when.
Oh yeah, our first NPC.
Yes, is like an owl person. Well, not your first. She's the first local.
Our first NPC from the island.
Yes, this would have been your first NPC from
Yes.
the
The
thing.
locks
But
it
anyway,
on.
you see her land next to Gentle Him and like whisper something into his ear, pointing to the northern gate. To which he's just like, go help! And find Lyco. Have him help there too. And she takes off because she can fly. Anchor's resting. Malcolm's trying to take care of him. Okay, Babbage is collecting people. Let's see, Dimitri's going. These guys are going off to the south. You guys are going that way. All right, you catch up to Canada at this point.
Canada, we must head south.
There's a fight at the North Gate too.
Okay, north.
Let's go north. Let's grab Cuddles on our way. Cuddles to me.
Cuddles,
You can
we need our
roll an
sisters.
animal handling. You can roll an animal handling for that one.
That's more of a
Well, seeing as
point of
Speed Storm
order.
is no longer at.
Point of order: Cuddles is not an animal; he is a monstrosity.
The DM says roll an animal handling check because this thing's been domesticated.
more of a suggestion.
Hey, that's a good roll.
All right.
good roll,
Cuddles. And it's just sort of like annoying. All right, yeah, no, the two of you work together. Yeah, so between the two of you, Cuddles just sort of just seems to want a direction to aim its aggression and starts following you to north. Okay. Let's see. Bellarmine went. Hold on. Bellarmine, did you go south to the gate, or are you now going to the group to try to collect and help all the townsfolk?
Well, I went to the town square. I want to heal these people and then go to the gate.
Okay.
All right. So while I'm gathering people, I would see Bellarmine and say, "We're gathering the wounded and infirm to you. Do what you do best. Once we've done so."
Okay. Let's see. That's gonna take time. So that's
Yeah.
All right. So that's taking a minute. Oops. Actually, no. I don't know where we'd go with them. All right. You guys are all right. So these NPCs are all going south. We'll leave them there for now. You've got Canadan and you and Cuddles and Dolan and who are all going north. All right. Northgate. All right, let's see. You guys are not here. I'll just stick you in the corner. Okay. Wait. Oh, how do I? Crap, how do I do this? I'll just have to move you temporarily. It's like the menu I use to be able to split the party like covers the part of the map I need to move you guys to. Jeff and Zach. Are you guys seeing what I'm presenting to you now?
Yes.
So yeah, you guys come stumbling in, and it appears that actually no, he'd be down here at this point. The dwarf blacksmith in some pretty decked up armor that you've seen before, as well as his metal hand, is in the process of punching undead. Like these are whites that you recognize from your time in the Iron Outpost off toward the northwest of here.
So 3 have made it inside the gate, and then all the rest haven't passed through yet. Positions
Correct.
are accurate.
Yeah, they've punched through. The gate was closed. They've basically punched a hole. I will say here,
At least it's not
large
even a
enough for
choke
them to
point.
move through. Yeah. So Grimbeard's holding off 2 of them at the moment. There are a couple of defeated ones on the ground already. Actually, but this is what you see in front of you.
Okay, so initiative.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, for argument's sake, that you all go first.
I mean, I'll roll anyway, but
That's fair.
okay, so this one's dead. These 3 are active, but there's some more without tokens that are dead or down.
Yeah. I mean, I can throw down tokens if you really want.
Okay, so I would like to cast. I would like to cast this. It's been a minute.
Plant growth.
Ooh, good
1 action or
idea.
8 hours. 100-foot radius. So you're basically making a whole lot of difficult terrain, yeah?
Yeah. So 10. Here we go. Yeah, that.
Yeah, that'll cover the whole space.
So I'd like to have it.
Where do you want it to
stop
start? Where's the bottom of this area that you're creating?
just inside the gate, kind of like that.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so that... Okay,
Powerful
all
spell.
becomes difficult terrain.
And then, as a bonus action,
Are the town folk also defending themselves?
You are not here to see what's going on, I'm afraid. Go ahead, Jeff.
No, I'm saying, are the town folk also defending themselves? So are they just passive or are they active?
And well, so I mean, in general, the town folks have been like, they look like they've all been through a scuffle. Like those that are up and about have been helping to try to like manage people, direct folks. Those that are up and able-bodied seem to be helping when they can. Others that are injured or resting or moving their way toward the
I
town
asked
center.
that to see if I asked that to see whether I should heal people first or fight first. If you heal them, they can help you.
I mean, the townsfolk that you know that are capable of like defending themselves have seemed to have all split off to help. So like, there's a bunch of them that all moved south. Lyco and Whisper and Demetrius and Tiberius and Julie have all moved.
So
all went toward the south gate, seemingly to defend whatever the heck's happening down there.
Is there
bonus action.
I'm trying to figure out if it's danger of death or whatever, but let's figure it out later.
Okay, so
What?
Yep, you're shooting something.
Well, I mean, I cast plant growth, and then bonus action, I activate starry form, but I cannot do anything with it till my next turn.
Got it. Okay.
Let me ask you this. So we technically are level 11, even though we don't have the spell slots. However, going from 9 to 11, even without a long rest, would I get the benefits that come with level 10 Circle of the Stars?
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah, you possess your abilities, you just haven't regained your resources.
Yeah, if you guys like gained abilities that don't require like spell slots, or like you have like at 10th level this becomes more powerful. I think all of your proficiency bonuses should have gone up 1 at 11, I think. If I recall the leveling chart accurately. I think you're all
should
plus
be
4 now. Yeah, all your proficiency
plus
bonuses
4.
should be plus 4 and
okay,
working appropriately.
So how does it work if I try to heal undead? Like, do they take damage from healing spells? I'm probably just going to take the form of the archer, but
As a general rule, no, in 5e healing spells don't hurt undead.
Copy. All right. That'll be useful back in town, maybe. Well, I will take the form of the archer, but
Okay.
I also want to know what's your ruling on. Did you see what I posted underneath?
The constellation of your star form
Constellation.
improve the 1d8 of the archer
when-
and chalice become 2d8. Yep.
So when the dragon is active, I have a flying speed of 20 and I can hover. How-
Okay.
How high can I hover?
I mean, you can hover as high as you want, as far as I can tell. Your flying speed's 20 feet. You can go 20 feet straight up and then stay there.
Right, but I mean, it says hover, not fly speed. That's why I wanted to get a ruling, because if I decide to fly over these things to get a little closer as they converge, I want to make sure I'm not 3 feet off the ground where they can still hit me.
So anything with a fly speed can hover, but hover in 5e only refers to a creature's ability to not fall when it gets knocked prone or has its flying speed reduced to 0. So hover, I think, just means you can go up and not around.
So vertically off the ground, but not in the other axes, is what you're saying?
As far as I understand.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. Well, that is my turn.
Okay. If you're knocked on... all right, so hover just means, yeah, if you're knocked unconscious, you don't just immediately fall. Which is kind of spiffy, actually. You'll just sit
Yes.
there. Okay, so which one are you activating?
Archery. But now I can change it each turn, which is huge.
Spiffy. All right. Canadin.
Yes. Okay. So my first thing that I didn't need to do that. I was gonna cast fog. Okay. Then. Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna jump right in. Actually, I'm gonna put myself right here.
Very good. Oh, I made his a full-on. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't take any movement. I'd like to
That's-
take movement if I can.
Go ahead. I'm letting you guys do whatever order movement order you choose. So yeah, feel free to move.
Oh yeah, remember we were trying that out?
Yeah, I'm letting you guys just pick your order as you choose in your turn. So yeah, you can just. All right, so you're up on the. Got it. Okay, that works out.
Cool. All right.
Canadin does things.
Canadian things.
Ha ha!
Yeah, that'll hit. For 8.
8.
Jeff, check Discord chat.
It's still standing.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Jim.
That was. What did I have? 2 and 2. I forget now. Holy cow. 2 and 1, and then bonus. Yeah. Okay. Right.
You may have
Shouldn't be
3
rolling
attacks at this
advantage.
level at this point. I'm not sure.
I should be rolling normal. What was that?
I don't know. You may have 3 attacks at this point with level 11.
Oh, do I?
I don't know when you get extra attack again.
I think I only have 1 extra attack at this point because I took levels of rogue.
Ah, okay. The 15 hits.
Bonk.
And
15.
this guy had already been bloodied, so he's defeated at that point.
Okay, then I will switch my attack to the other guy and unarmed strike him.
That'll connect.
You said
Bonk.
this is in the middle of the night, right?
It's like 4 in the morning at this point. Yep. 9
Now,
damage.
did we end up getting any rest at any point?
No.
We didn't. Did I just not take damage? Or did
There
Or
was
did
some
the level
healing.
up
Well, there was healing
reset?
done
Oh, okay.
to some of us.
Yeah, because I'm still missing some key points, but I have full health, and I forgot how that was.
It's
Turns
hard
out.
to hit you.
Yeah. That's the best part of it. Okay. So 9 bludgeoning. I'm going to flurry.
Yep.
Ooh. 12.
That will miss. It's hard for the
Oh.
monk to miss, but ones will do it.
Mm-hmm.
God, your lowest roll is a 12.
I don't know what
That
that
was
was.
it.
I heard it too.
Who's broadcasting? Anyway, all right. Is that your last
So-
attack there, Zach?
Oh, it's
Yes.
Dad. Okay.
What's all the wind and stuff? I don't get it. I
don't-
can't
I
hear
don't-
anything.
It sounds like Mike's jukebox is playing just for Dad.
That doesn't make sense.
I agree, but that's what I'm hearing
It
through
went
his
off,
speaker.
I think. Strange.
I just heard it too.
Well,
I just-
now
I
Mike's
just
playing
cycled
and
it off.
stopping and playing and stopping.
Yeah, I'm cycling them all. See if that is that better.
It stopped.
Weird.
Ugh.
Zach, is that everything?
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
All right. Da-da-da, let's see. Dolan moves in to here. That'll.
So are all the people? Are all the wounded people collected in the square yet?
We're split
Nope.
right now, so he's managing Jeff and Zach at the moment. He'll come back to us.
Bash. All right, Dolan's effective. With his sword knocking these two guys out. Grimbeard goes to here. I think he'd be able to get there.
Oh no. When I see him from up top, I shout, Grimbeard, don't stand right there.
Well, as you say that, he moves in and let's see, what's the range on that bad boy?
That was a heck of a roll.
Let's see, and then he will move back to here.
Doesn't that push them?
That's what I'm double checking. Let's see. Failed saves, push 10 feet. Oh, I gotta fix that DC save, but that's fine. Con. I know what his save number is.
Oh, Dad's playing wind again.
I don't know what's happening there. And then how much damage did I do? 28.
8. No, I think just 18.
No,
No,
I
the
did
higher
10,
level
and then
cast-
the 18's the higher level cast.
The higher level cast is 18. 10 is the spell.
But so you're rolling a
The
total
spell
of
does-
5d8?
The spell does 2d8. He did a higher level cast for 3 additional d8.
It's 3 additional, or would it be
One-
3d8 total?
It's 1d8 for each slot level above first, so he cast a 5th level Thunder Wave.
Oh, he did a 5th. I see. Didn't know He
Correct.
could cast 5th level spells.
He's not. Some of these MCCs are pretty dope.
He's not a little baby. He's got automail.
Yeah. Why can't I do math? There we go. Okay. All right. The lights. What's their speed?
Couldn't just be zombie. Had to be a white.
Nope. Yep. All right, this one. We'll swing at Grimbeard. Uh, 21 will hit. Life drain misses. He takes 8. Grimbeard, thankfully, looks like he was doing okay, or at least managed to stay out of the fight for now. All right. So, combat is time consuming, right? And like every single instance of this is like 6 seconds. For the sake of, well, let's just put it this way. You and Kanadin, your plan is to just slowly whittle these things out and take them all down. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast
Yeah.
spike growth and make it so that they are taking damage as they go through this choke point because it's a.
Okay.
And I'll just punch anything in the face that makes it through.
All right. How many of these guys do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see. All right. Since Babbage and Bellarmine are in the process of waiting and helping townsfolk, right? Is that fair to say? That's what you two are doing for this?
So my goal was to get the wounded to Bellarmine,
Okay.
jam whatever healing potion what's his name gives me, and then head south.
Okay. All right. For the okay, let me. All right. So all right, for that sake, then. So Bellarmine is. That's gonna take minutes. All right. Bellarmine, do you intend to continue tending to the wounded, or do you intend to do some healing as much as on like one mass healing for the group and then do something else?
Yeah, I was going to do a mass cure wounds is when the largest majority of them were there.
Okay. And then what?
And then go down south and help fight.
Okay. Give me a moment then. Jeff and Zach, you can entertain yourselves on your phones or what have you for the next couple of minutes while I resolve things on another map.
Your turn.
I can whistle Jeopardy the whole time.
Funny. You guys are funny. Okay. Let's see.
Excuse me.
All right. Jeff. Sorry, no. Babbage. You have a. What are the types of healing potions in 5e? They're not simple. I think this is the sort of thing I would have memorized by now. The NPC whose name is blanking on my brain at the moment. Quail. Quail hands you a greater healing potion, so roll 4d4 plus 4. While the shenanigans are going on north, most of the townsfolk manage to gather around you, Bellarmine. For the sake of this, I'm just going to have you burn the spell slot. It's up to you if you really want to roll or not. For the spell, Babbage gets 15 hit points back.
What are you casting? What spell are you casting, Dad? Mass Cure Wounds.
All right, so everybody, a significant amount of people in town, he'd get 18 hit points. I assume Babbage does as well.
You bet I do.
And then you two head south.
I hear like ocean or something.
Same reason you keep hearing sound effects. Something's up with Roll20, and it's playing Mike's jukebox without him saying so.
Which is very weird.
It says now playing nothing currently. Interesting. Yep, it's gone.
Huh.
Back, it's gone.
All right. So it appears to be the Desert Winds one. Okay. That's weird. Why didn't your token update your hit points on the other screen? Let's do that.
Now, I gotta figure out what these bad guys are doing here.
All right. Babbage and Bellarmine, you should both be on the bottom map or the gate map. Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I am. Yeah, he is too. Well, I can see him anyway.
Oh, hold on. There we go.
Now I am.
So, is
Okay.
there 5 bad guys? Is that what I see, or 5, 6, 7, 8?
There are in fact 8. Yes.
I see 8.
The gate has not. Well, no. The gate actually looks like it's been hit by a fireball, but it's not been busted through yet. Whisper is flying overhead. You do have these 3 fun creatures. And then you've got, actually, Julie's down here. And, yep, everybody else is up. So yeah. You arrive to see a bunch of NPCs basically firing various different magical abilities and or arrows and or throwing things at the undead that are bashing, that seem to be moving toward bashing down the door, although several of them look like they've been hit with multiple targets of the sort.
Oh, sweet. That's gonna that hits every enemy. Yes.
And Whisper's hovering. What are you? Let's say yes.
Okay. Then I am going to, from that position,
Oh, what the heck?
on my turn, cast Conjure Barrage.
Conjure Barrage. Throw an non-magical weapon or a fire. Oh. 3d8 damage on a failed save or half as much on a dex
It's 3d8.
save.
3d8 and a
All right.
60-foot cone to everybody in the cone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's a nifty little spell.
Again, conjuration. I haven't been able to use it all game.
We have both been.
You both have been nerfed for a while, and you're no longer.
The only thing I've been able to do is grenades, which are fine, but I have other tools in my toolbox.
Revenge for all the pixie madness from what was it, like a year ago now.
All right, you managed to do how much damage to everything?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they all failed. I didn't actually cast it. Let me cast it.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, hang on. Sorry.
Should just be
That
3d8, not the lightning materia, cold materia.
Yeah, forget the materia.
All right, so 12. Okay. He did not knock any of them down, but since all of the whites had already taken some damage, they all look. Oops. Just say he's there. Nope, he should have less than that. All the whites look bloodied. All the fire dudes in the back do not look bloodied, but they have actually been hit now. Bellarmine, what do you choose to do?
Spiritual weapon
Okay.
and Toll the Dead. If I can find it.
Here's my. Come on. There it is.
So when you cast Toll the Dead, you should do it on your core tab where your weapons are, so it rolls damage. Doing that just puts the
Sorry about
description.
that.
That's okay. When you do it from there, it just puts the description in chat.
So let me I'm trying to find it on there because it's such tiny print.
It's about 60% of the way down the list.
I gotta find the right screen.
Okay, managing all my NPCs.
Oops. Toll the Dead. Yes, that's the
My
description.
That was weird.
How come?
You
What
don't
do I have to hit
remember
to Toll the Dead? What do I have to hit?
Click on the words "Toll the Dead." Don't expand it. Just click on the words
I
"Toll the
did.
Dead."
I
He's-
did.
he's got it. I see
Oh
it.
yeah, it's there.
DC
I see
18.
it.
Yep.
Spiritual weapon, Toll the Dead.
Yep. You done did it.
All right.
Do I have to hit spiritual weapon again?
Now you're good.
No, the spiritual weapon's sorted.
I just rolled the damage for it. This one goes kaputsies from
Oh,
the
he's
spiritual
level
weapon.
11. His Toll the Dead is real good now.
Let's see.
His Toll the Dead is 3d8 or 3d12.
It's the 12 if he's already taken damage, yeah?
Yes.
If it's okay, so 19.
But that's Toll the Dead just became really strong offensive tool for you, Dad. By
Bink!
hitting level 11, it does more damage.
All right, you've defeated those 2 whites.
Yeah, these town folks should be happy with us now.
I'm pretty sure they already were,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Wait till they get back to their beds.
They haven't seen us. They haven't seen anybody in action because it's always been elsewhere. You know.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, come on,
Where's Dad's
Julie.
token? I don't see Dad's token on this map.
It was up at the top a little.
Oh,
where it is right now.
he put an NPC on top of you.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah. Oh no. Oh, he put me in the tower. I was above there before.
Julie
Yep, that's
teleports
good.
across the wall, attempts to punch 2 whites, fails, and then teleports back.
Cool.
Let's see.
Well, that's right. Townsfolk are on our side. Yeah. I gotta take a couple minutes here.
Where's? Oh, hold on.
My new life, I don't know until it's too late sometimes.
There we go.
Be right back.
You can't cast 2 spells in the same turn. That would be such a fun turn. Misty Step.
Combo or in general?
You Misty Step into a pack of monsters and then Thunder Step out of them.
That would be pretty cool. 28. That can't be right. Nah, it doesn't matter.
I mean, I
Okay.
guess you could run into a pack of monsters and Thunder Step out. It's kind of the same effect.
Where's Dimitri? Come on. My NPCs. Well, I guess it makes sense the NPCs are there just for flavor because they're not doing their jobs right now. There we go. Tiberius is effective. Kind of.
He was a very effective emperor.
Let's see. And then, no, that's everybody. I got 2 Julies in there. Lyco. Actually, hold on. Where's? Nope, that's all right. Lyco doesn't go jumping into the fray yet. The whites move in and start beating Actually, no. Yeah, we'll say the whites start moving in and being down on the door. It's Babbage's AC.
My AC is 17.
Okay, so that's... Wait, hold on. Scorching Ray is... You create 3 rays of fire, hurl them at a target. Okay, so there should be 3 of these. All right, nice. Scorching Rays hits.
17 hits.
All right. You take a whopping... My 2d6 rolled a 2. Babbage takes a whopping 2 damage.
Oh, weird. My health bar still says 43, but my HP circle, when I click on the token, is correct.
Huh. When I look at your health bar, it says 41. So you're good there.
Interesting.
Okay. So that's that. A couple of scorching rays aimed at various targets on the wall. I think I double clicked those by accident. Either way, the 23 hits Dimitri for... That was a far more effective roll of the dice on that one. For 11. And the final fire white throws this at the top of the wall. If Bellarmine and Babbage could both roll DC 16 dex saves, I'd appreciate it.
Must be a fireball.
Sure was.
Dimitri takes...
I'll take the full brunt of that 24. So you want to throw fireballs, do you?
That hurt a lot of people.
What am I doing?
Rolling a dexterity saving throw.
How do I do that?
So there should be toward the top left of your core tab
What is
a small box. You click the word dexterity in a box that's labeled saving throws.
The box is not labeled saving throws.
Oh, isn't it?
It's not.
labeled
It's
saving-
labeled at the bottom of the box.
Yeah, it says like strength, dexterity,
Box.
constitution, intelligence, wisdom. So underneath proficiency bonus toward the
What?
top left.
At the very top left of your character sheet, you see your
Where?
name. You see your name, Blessed Robert the Great. Below that, the purple button's public to GM. Below that, inspiration. Below that, proficiency bonus. Below that, you see all your buttons for your saving throws. Click the one.
You
that
just
says
click the word
it's the
dexterity.
second one.
Just click dexterity.
Correct.
There you go.
Unfortunately, that is not high enough, and you take a full 24 points of fire damage. All right. For the sake of the narrative and time, well, okay, let's say, Babbage, what was the next spell you were going to throw?
I was gonna throw an overload at the 3 fire whites.
Okay. All right. So for the sake of time, and because combat's been something you guys have been doing sort of nonstop for the last like 7 sessions, as soon as I'm done sneak. Hooray for
I should
muting.
laugh, but it is kind of funny.
All right. So for the sake of narrative, I'm gonna let Babbage, burn through one more. Just burn another spell slot. We'll say Bellarmine uses his spiritual weapon and Toll of the Dead to take out everything else. The NPCs on the wall take out all the whites. And on the north wall, where my... Nope, that's not where anybody is. Northgate. This is what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna roll. Candidate's AC is 20. We'll see if any of these hit.
Well, don't forget they're taking damage from spike growth because you let me go first.
Right,
hits.
so... All right, so for the purposes of all this, Canadian takes 4 damage from a white that did get through enough to swing at him. But for the sake of spike growth and your starry form and a monk that's just going ham, everything's been defeated.
How many whites did we take out?
I like to boil the anthill.
Right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 different whites. Actually, if you include the 3 that were already 13, there were 13 whites on the north wall.
I took 4 damage.
And you took 4 because I just for the sake of like half of them maybe got close enough to you with the spike growth doing a lot of damage as they all moved, and you just shooting them down. Grimbeard and Dolan helping. Cuddles. I'm going to say for the sake of argument that Cuddles actually got taken down to 0 because Cuddles would have just run into the spike growth to try tearing at whites. As you stop concentration on spirit spike growth and it goes away, even though the plank growth is now, this road is no longer a road, it's just woods. Yeah, we'll say for the sake of the story, Cuddles got himself.
If he goes down, then after they're all dead, I starry form into the chalice and heal him back up.
Okay. That happens. Okay, so both the northern wall defense and the southern wall defense defeat your respective small hordes of undead just as the sun begins, just as twilight just begins to seem to brighten this eastern sky.
Do any of these bodies burst into flame when the sun's rays touch them?
Term is Fordon.
I mean, it's twilight. You have like another hour before the sun actually hits them.
Well, I think twilight's technically in the evening, and then Fordon is the same period just before the dawn. Twilight is pretty sure.
That's twilight refers to both dusk and dawn.
Yes.
Twilight is not time dependent. It is the definition of the period between night and day on either side of the day.
And just because... So, you appear to be out of danger. As far as you can tell, there are no serious casualties. What folks were knocked unconscious or harmed have been rested or healed, or at least dealt with. No immediate serious issues. Teg is recovering from their smoke inhalation, and the threats on both ends of the town seem to be dealt with. With all the chaos that has happened, him sort of walks among the group. Thanks everybody for their respective roles. Thanks the two of you, Babbage and you, for quickly putting out all the fires. Thanks, Bellarmine and you, excuse me. Thanks, Babbage, for finding Teg unconscious in the smoke and dealing with that fire quickly. For Canadian for successfully pulling everybody out of harm's way. And helping with the random undead attack that seemed to happen at the same time.
I don't think it was so random.
Thanks, everybody, there's a lot of shaking of hands. It's less celebratory and more just like kind of
What do we
stunned
do now?
silence. Yeah. To which him says, I think we all just need to rest. It's been a somewhat eventful evening. I say we all get our bearings, get some night's sleep.
Has
We'll
anyone
keep-
seen Cognin or River?
Has anyone seen Cognitor River? The general consensus is sort of no. Everybody's like, what? No, in the chaos of it all, I'm not sure. And then you hear Whisper comes flying down among the group, and says, "Oh, that's why I was flying around trying to slow the airships. I think they were taken, sadly, both of them. I think that's why."
I have a very specific set of skills that I've earned over 11 levels of adventure.
So yeah. To which Cuddles is just like roaring and like upset and ravaging and just seems unconsolable. But yeah, Whisper informs you that in the middle of all the chaos, it looks like some of those blood enforcer type. They describe blood enforcer.
Dad's
type
ready to
people.
go get River back. That's what I see.
Huh?
You were it looked like you were ready to go get River right now.
Oh, I forgot to make. That's all right. Where are they? Hold on. Did I make tokens for these people? I did. Oh, come on. Give me a moment. DMing things.
J. Horizon Nautical Astronomer. What's that? Oh, definition for twilight.
Astronomical twilight is when we see where the
No. What? There we go. Yep. In the midst, so Bellarmine, as you are tending to the wounded, 3 figures cloaked in white seem to come out of the spade, and you immediately recognize acolytes of your religious order.
My retainers? No.
Yes.
He laughs, but yes.
In fact,
he finally got his retainers.
To which, amongst all the chaos, they're like, "Yeah, no, our ship crashed among this island a 2 day ago. But we've been in search of you, sir. We understand that you were in need of assistance. We had a dream.
I love this.
We never thought we'd actually find you in this place of all places. We were distraught because we thought if we had crash landed here, we wouldn't be able to find you. And yet here we are. This is the god. The Pantheon has spoken to us, and we are happy to serve you. We are very grateful to see you here.
Hey, where's my horse?
I'm afraid the horse didn't survive the crash.
Oh, no. Oh.
But
excellent.
Rita Lighthorn,
I love this.
Tan, Flint Spritz, and Erda the Staunch
Yeah,
are
yeah.
now your retainers.
Excellent.
And I will now
That's
edit
amazing.
their character sheets so you can all, let's see, all. Nope.
They must have some powers and skills.
I am making their character sheets available to you at the moment.
It's phenomenal. I mean, they won't fight for you, but it's just nice to have.
No, allies, and maybe they'll heal for you. You know. Although one of them looks like he's carrying something. Could be a tough cookie.
Let's take a look at these character sheets. It's
Erda
just
the staunch. You know, that sounds pretty good.
I don't see the sheet. I can only see their portraits. Dad has the info. Which makes sense.
I linked them to everybody.
Yeah, but bio and info doesn't contain any information besides their image.
You can't see their character sheet?
No, because you
But they
you
can be
showed them
attendant
to
or
us,
messenger.
but you didn't.
Oh, I didn't. Yep.
If he doesn't have control of them,
Fixing that.
And one could be a majordomo.
a major domo, yeah, like Zazu.
Yeah. Yeah. Mundane tasks. They do not fight, but they might heal. I don't know if they heal.
Some of them have the ability to do so,
Hmm.
from what I'm seeing.
Okay. Now you should be able to see their character sheets.
Wow, these are way better than your average rules as written retainers, Dad.
Oh, yeah.
Your persistence has paid dividends.
I just have no idea what I can't see their skills though. That's the only problem.
Close the windows and reopen them from the journal,
I don't
and
know.
you'll be able to. So
you
in
should,
the
or
journal,
you can right click on the tokens and
oh
hit
yeah,
open.
you can open character from the token as well.
Well, let me see. Open from the token. Oh, yeah.
So Erda, he's got a chain shirt. He's carrying a pike and a javelin. He can intimidate for you. He, as a half orc, when he dies, he goes back to 1 health once.
Hmm.
And when he
Melee
crits,
weapon attack with a javelin.
when he crits, he can add extra damage. He has reach attack as a reaction because he's a pikeman. Cavalry nemesis.
I don't dispute the pike. Just I'm marveling that it's only 1d10 damage compared to
that's raw.
Right, which I said I'm not disputing that. I'm simply saying historically it would have been quite a bit more than that.
More.
As an action, the pikeman can ready its action to stop an incoming rider. Oh, cool. He can just like hold.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, he's pretty cool. Let's check out this Rita Lighthorn.
This is all right. This is very interesting.
Oh wait, did Staunch have spells?
Oh, and can
No.
bless, and
No,
divine
okay.
favor, and cure wounds. Yes.
Now we have our bless bot.
Yeah, Rita Lighthorn is our blessed bot.
Fog cloud, create and destroy water. Yes, yes, yes. Healing word.
Dad's so happy. This is great.
Bless is the best thing on that list by far.
Ugh.
Oh, and she has a sheilth. Nice sheilth.
Wait, what? Oh,
Mike has a...
I don't know how that happened.
Also,
That's,
well, on Erda, you may want to change relentless to relentless.
Oh goodness, poor Mike. He worked so hard. We're picking apart his little typos.
I'm not.
That is, you're right. It does say relentless. That is fair.
Cavalry nemesis.
Oh.
Cavalry.
And
Oops.
Can is lucky and brave.
Can we tell I rely very heavily on spell check normally?
Perception, languages, common halfling.
What's the other?
Sweet.
Oh, cavalry.
You have a scout on a stick. This is great.
This is good.
And she's like, okay, Tan, I need you to go check out that room because I'm wearing plate armor, but you can
Naturally
sneak for me.
stealthy. Naturally stealthy.
We need a burglar.
I remember pike damage being a lot more in earlier editions.
Probably.
It is what it is.
This is good. Wow.
So I recommend, Bellarmine, that when you open their character sheets, you can then double click on their name, and it reduces the window so that it's not like. That way you can manage the character sheets such that you only have like one open at a time. You can do that for your own character sheet too. That way you can like minimize. It makes
So
the window a lot smaller.
A
What I
weighted
did is
pike
I-
was 1d6.
What I did is I put them on a tab, their own tab.
Oh yeah, that can work too, as long as you got the screen space for it.
Well, they can't all be up at once, but I can bring them up and down.
Yeah, that'll work too.
Well, that's pretty good.
So yeah,
Actually, they
I
gave
just
it more damage in 5th edition.
Kaden, I
Jeff,
need to have a reason to give you a pet.
Yeah.
Because everybody else has
Everybody
got
else
something.
got one. What would be a good pet for a monk?
I
feel
mean,
like
I
something
made
right on his shoulder.
the
No,
retainers
no.
controllable by everybody.
Okay.
So if you guys want to
Listen.
manage this,
Mike, you need to find in canon a reason for Zach to befriend a spirit of the wind.
oh, I have read one book, so I do understand. What were they called? What were they called? They're not called spirits, right? They have their own
The
word.
Spren.
Spren. That's what they're
Spren.
called. Yes.
Yeah, Zach needs a
Oh,
wind
yeah.
Spren.
I thought it was like a courage
The little blue
Spren, wasn't
fairy.
it? Yeah, it wasn't like a courage Spren or like a legendary
Well,
Spren. I guess
it was
it was an honor
a wind
Spren,
spren,
okay.
but an honor spren.
Yeah.
But you
I need to give him.
initially
I need to,
started out as like a
Initially,
wind
she
Spren.
presents as a wind spren.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, so introductions are met. The retainers are very humble and appreciative of you there, Bellarmine.
Dude, it's awesome.
I will eventually have to come up with like fun names for them. But yeah, you have a human, a half orc, and a halfling. Or
And
yeah,
I introduced the retainers to the entire crew there. Say they're here to serve, and they'll serve you too.
they're all very humble. The staunch is in fact very staunch. But otherwise they're very gracious and humble and very bowing, and they're just mostly just in awe of your presence for the most part. Like
They just
in
can't even
their
believe
wor-
they found you.
yeah, like one, they can't believe they found you, and two, like in their world, you're Bellarmine the Great. So there's a certain level of just like hero worship or like celebrity worship going on of just like, oh.
I put my arm around Tam and I say, "There's a saying I used to know: never meet your hero." Let me tell you the story of a grave we once came across and how the ring is no longer in the tomb.
Yeah.
Let alone invading the privacy of people's journals, but we digress.
Well, we are seekers of knowledge. How brave of Bellarmine to cast off the social norms in pursuit of more information.
Just coming up with any excuse to justify it. I like it.
They're just gonna feed into his behaviors. It's phenomenal. That's your job, Mike. Your job is to RP why they would be pleased with every choice Dad makes in game.
Like, the scriptures in such and such. Or, what an unorthodox interpretation!
Now we can have consultations too.
Ah.
Well, that's awesome. I'm so glad you finally got your retainers.
Yeah, I didn't think that was ever possible.
Everything is possible. That's the joy of this game.
That is, it is indeed. All right, so with that, him sort of confused by like the sort of the dour but sort of relieved feeling, and all of a sudden everybody just sort of being introduced to even more people. Just like, this town is so full of people unexpectedly, and far more attention and chaos than I'm used to. But yeah, all right, he'll leave the most well-bodied, not injured people on the walls to the north and the south in case anything else happens, as well as a few fire watch folks around town just to make sure no new fires spring up. Otherwise, I highly suggest we all get some rest, and we can meet again here to discuss what, if anything, we should do next come lunchtime. Everybody gets some.
Have we caught up by this point? I mean, combat's over for us.
Yes. For the
The
sake of
music is
just,
playing again for that.
I don't think that's. Is that me?
No, it's
No,
it's
that
that.
was me.
Okay. Oh, he's got his holy music playing. He's in the mood.
Oh, I see.
I found this. I don't know if you can see it.
Well, you
Sure
got your
can't.
blur background on, so we cannot, I'm afraid.
Oh,
I'm
how
assuming
do
it's
I
a
get rid of
YouTube
that?
video of like Gregorian chant.
Yeah. Well, it's a the characters. I'm gonna turn the thing off because you got to see the character. If I can figure it out, I'll figure it out. How do I get that blur off?
Did you know Chant peaked at number 3 on the Billboard 200 music chart when it came out?
You're talking
Chant?
about in YouTube?
No, I'm talking about like the album, the Gregorian Chant album
Oh, Gregorian chant, yeah. Because
called
they-
Chant. Yeah,
they-
it was
they-
released in
they-
1994 and it was number 3 on the Billboard 200 music chart. It was a
Wow.
double platinum album.
I mean,
videos.
that's pretty epic.
Am I,
That's a random bit of trivia.
Did I get that off of there? Is it going now? Can you see it?
You
yeah,
got a pretty spiffy looking
Yeah.
Templar.
I see
what I
it.
can
This is
see.
one of my favorite chants that I'm going to link.
That's pretty good. That's pretty Bellarmine.
How do I get
Yeah,
this?
solid.
There's
Nice
a
job.
if I can just get this off of here. How do I get this off of here?
By the way, the Halo show is actually half decent.
There.
I believe it.
I have
But
opinions.
that is that's actually a night an evening sleep thing.
Ah, okay, very good.
You put it on and it just some background music.
Okay,
It sounds like
very
this.
nice. All right, yeah. Very some like I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Calming.
If you go on YouTube, there's
Low
a lot of
tones.
these, brown music and green music and blah, blah,
Didn't know that had audio.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know this. I didn't know that was a thing you could do in Discord. Oh, I'm gonna have to use that from I'm definitely gonna have to use
Oh my
it more
goodness.
often. Wait a minute.
Mike, assuming your opinions about the Halo TV show come from having read the books.
We have the meat.
Yes, and yes.
Video song. Stop.
What the heck?
Oh gracious. Okay. So
All
I
right.
imagine the group will want a long rest in various places.
Yeah.
Well, seeing as no one's in
What?
Cognitive dead,
Ah! Of course. No, you're right. No one is in Cognan's
Do
bed.
the-
That is accurate. Cognan's bed is also
the-
soaked.
I've slept in
Um,
worse.
I
That's
believe
fair.
you.
A quick question: do the retainers stay with me, or do they walk around?
They are your retainers. They will follow you and interpret your commands as best they can. They will do as much as you ask them to do without, as long as it doesn't resort in their own personal harm. They are here to bow to your every whim.
Is the library destroyed?
Pretty much. I mean, half of it, about 2/3 of the stacks were on fire when you got there, and then they were completely doused in water. So pretty much everything's ruined at this point. Yes, as is most of the things
So
in
there's
Cognit's
no-
bedroom.
Which is there any building that we can go into, like the inn?
The inn was not on. I mean, the only like real significant building that you guys know about that you've ever been into that, like any of the numbered buildings on this map, the tower was the only one that was on fire. Everything else, all the other buildings that were on fire happened to be people's dwellings. The inn, aka the Singing Spade, number 9, is in fact undamaged.
All right. So
And that is where your retainers were already staying, because they've been here for about 48 hours.
I take the retainers and we head to the inn for a long rest.
Okay.
So, Jim, now that I understand it, when I doused the flames with water, your gust of wind would have extinguished them magically without causing any water damage.
Yeah.
Well, the next time there's a library on fire, I will let you gust of wind first.
It's
Lessons
okay.
learned.
I mean, choices were made.
That is kind of weird, though, right? Like, you'd think a gust of wind would just
I thought it would fan the flames.
Yeah,
However, it
like logically
strictly
that would make
states-
sense, but the spell specifically says like, no, we defy physics in this spell.
if your flame is protected like a lantern light, it makes the flames dance madly. But if it's unprotected flames, they're extinguished.
So, no physics for you. So yes, okay. So all right. So Bellarmine and his retainers are at the Singing Spade. You is at the top of the Mage Tower in a soaking wet, ruined mattress.
Especially wet dog.
Very, very comfortable. It reminds him of wet moss back home. It's a good time.
Hold on.
Kanadin.
I can do this. I'm going to do this to dry it out.
I mean, does the flame really have warmth? That's the question.
Fine, I'll do this to dry it out. I'll create the
like fine, bigger
around
fire.
the head.
Can't you destroy water? Can't you destroy fog? The create is also create and destroy. Create water is just create and destroy water.
Well, we hadn't gotten to that one yet, but yes. Oh no, we did get to that one, but yes. I can. Well, that calls for a very loose interpretation of.
You destroy 10 gallons of water in
what if I
container. Alternatively,
what if I heat up the room so that all the water that's in there becomes a fog and then I destroy it?
Just burn all your spells before you sleep. Makes sense.
They're all. I mean, these are. Yeah, sure. I mean,
so we're in the inn. Rita has her own room, and I'm going to cast this on my retainers.
aww. They have hope for a minute. It helps them fall asleep very peacefully. Great, just ever more in awe of your thoughtfulness and consideration of their well-being. They're very grateful, especially Rita. Rita had actually been sleeping in the same room as the other two, but the fact that you reserved or specifically asked for, got a room for her, ever just so gracious and appreciative. I will say, all right, for sake of argument, sure, you have a bonfire in the middle of this person's living room, which I'm sure is fantastic for, structural integrity and what have you, and the fact that you just put a fire out in here.
It's controlled.
You open a window so the smoke goes out, and you you've soaked the bed, right? Like, I don't think setting a fire next to a soaked mattress is going to dry the mattress out pretty quickly. But over time, sure. It's dry-ish.
Well, it's not like it was a deluge. It was more just a rain that fell just long enough to put out the small flames that were on the books. So it wasn't like it was raining for an hour straight. Everything got a little damp.
All right. I'll buy that for $1.
I've
Caden.
got one. I've got one
How about
more
a gold?
for the whole crew, including the rest of the gang. One more thing I got to do.
All right. Caden has been waiting patiently. What is your rest plan?
I'm just gonna head back to the tower. And didn't I crash on the couch at one point in the basement?
I'm not sure we have our level 6 spells yet.
No, and you also don't have a gem encrusted bowl worth at least 1,000 gold pieces.
Hey, I'm actually eating this hero's feast.
Do you have an 1,000 gold piece spell? Or what do you mean?
Oh, I missed that piece. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was
I mean,
reading
there
it
is a-
while you guys were talking about how it couldn't be cast,
Ah.
and then
that's not
I caught up.
Yeah, that's not there yet. Sorry about
There
that.
is a couch in the basement. I don't know if you've slept down there. I know Hugh has slept on the couch numerous times. I mean, if you have them,
I forget where I crashed last time.
you normally sleep in the inn, is my understanding.
Oh, that's right, the inn. I have a room at the inn. That's where I'm going. I'm going back there. I forgot.
Okay.
I'm sleeping but keeping vigil at Teg's bedside while she heals.
In her home,
Wherever I
Or
brought
in the
her
warehouse?
to get
It's gonna hover over her.
that's not creepy at all.
Makes
Well, okay,
sense
so
to this.
I mean, it'd be
You
creepy if
would've-
it was a random Tuesday, but she underwent some trauma.
so as much as she, all right, so okay, no, we got to role play this out. So, so Babbage, you come back from fending off the undead, but in the square here, where hold on, because this is what's gonna. But as you come to check on her, it's so you come back and is as you're moving in, as you're walking up to say hi, how are you? Julie comes sprinting past you.
Oh right,
and,
we've already kind of had
wraps
that
her arms
arc.
around her. She's
I had
like,
forgotten
oh my god,
about
honey,
this.
are you okay?
But Babbage would have remembered all this and not made a fool of himself again.
Okay.
Jim had forgotten that we've explored this arc.
I mean,
It's been a while.
that's fair. So yeah, Julie clearly seems very, very concerned and is sort of helping her up and
Then I'll do the thing from the '90s rom-coms where the best friend who wishes that he could be more sits in the corner and cries.
I mean,
And then,
so
I'll Charlie Brown music, head down, walk slowly to the end.
well, okay, hold on. Do you say anything to her? She doesn't know what happened. Do you at least
I'm about to. I'm all filled with vim and vinegar, and I'm ready to show off what I did and how I saved the quartermaster. And as I'm making those steps from 20 feet away, that's when Julie jumps into her arms, and I'm and then Vince Guaraldi serenades me all the way to the end.
Well, hold on. This actually means. Give me a minute. So okay, yeah. There's.
I'm only little. I could sleep on Yu's belly.
Well, you has on his own gone to the tower. That's where he is.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Give me a minute. We have new people to add it to the mix. All right. Wait. So Kaden, you went to the inn, right?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Jeff, I know you're not here, but for my ease of sake, we're just doing this.
I'm floating around Cogden's room in the form of a starry dragon, just enjoying the heck out of myself while the bonfire creates fog and then so on and so forth.
Gotcha. Okay. So, all right. So Babbage, you come upstairs. I mean, you come into the inn to discover that pretty much all the rooms are in use except for this bottom right corner. Okay, so there are enough beds for everybody.
All the rooms are in use except for a room.
Yeah, I just wasn't like I was thinking through like, wait, are there enough rooms for everybody at this point? And I was like, oh wait, no, there are. Cool. Okay. So it's been. I mean, you guys have been through a
1
lot
week.
since the last time you like slept. I think the last time you guys actually had a long rest, you were sleeping among a bunch of myconids, aka mushroom people. The last time you had a long rest. So you've been through a lot. The moment each one of your heads hit a pillow, you are out. You are out cold and asleep.
But not who.
Except for, yeah, who. So, okay. What do you have who doing?
Watching.
There, you. Watching what?
Sentineling.
Well, like where?
In the tower, making sure nothing comes to get me in the middle of the night.
So, okay, just in the bedroom or around the tower itself?
In the bedroom.
Okay, so who is keeping...
Is there a window in and out of the room? I assume so.
Yes. That's your bonfire was venting out of the window.
He frenetically goes inside the room and then back out, and looks around the town, and then back in, and then back out.
Okay.
Creating a nice breeze while I'm sleeping.
Very nice. Okay. It is 10:45, and you're all long resting. Do we want to pause at this point for the purposes of just it's a convenient place to stop, or do we want to keep going? I don't know if anybody's got an early day tomorrow.
I'm good to keep going, but I'm the special case.
I got an early day, but go for
all
a
right.
little while
I mean,
longer.
this is a good stopping point. So we can, all of you can manage your long rests. Take a look if you would double check your like extra special powerful spells. Now that you all have most of you have access to 6th level spells at this point. So for the purposes of Zach's sanity, we'll cut it off here. Do we want to do this again next week, or are we still going to try to finish off Emre, or we can go back to our 2 and 2 pattern?
I like our
I
2 and 2
depends on
pattern.
Steve.
It does kind of depend on Steve. Let me see what he.
Well, so
wants to do.
is the deacon available next week on Thursday? Let's start there.
Feb 29, Dad.
I actually have a virtual RCIA meeting at 6, but that shouldn't go till longer than 7:30.
No, we don't start till 8:30, so that should work out. Okay.
And Tuesday I'm not, though. I have the mission at church Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then I'm doing a mission up in Cumberland. But that's later. So
all right.
yeah,
So
I should be able to pull it off Thursday.
all right. So we'll say, unless somebody else has, we'll say we'll do Iconus, aka My World. A week from today. That works with everybody's schedules.
It does. Something I should point out is that next week I'm obviously good for Thursday. The following 2 weeks in a row might be very difficult for me to do anything. So I don't know if we want to consider trying to finish off so that way Steve is off the hook. Since I know he mentioned this to us in January and now we'd be getting into March. Not that I don't want to play your campaign, Mike. Just
No. I understand. All right. Well, I think we've got at least a plan for next week. Well, we'll figure that out in detail.
Right,
but
so
for now,
you want me to take it off the calendar then?
hold on. I'm just gonna end the stream so everybody can say goodnight to the internet.
But this